Hi, thanks for being here today. I'm Lisa, and I am Realistic Life and Yoga. So you can find me on my Facebook page, Realistic Life Community, and soon will be my website, Realistic.Life. So look for that. Look forward to reaching out to you through my website as well as my videos. So I'm glad to have you here today. Just a gentle reminder that if anything I suggest today causes you pain or discomfort, immediately stop, back out of it, and just come to a posture that's most comfortable for you. If any time I suggest something to you that just doesn't feel right to your body, you're free to modify. Find a posture that feels comfortable for you today. So just practicing some self-kindness in this moment, just noticing how you feel today. Check in. How's your mind doing? How's your body doing? Your breath, and just letting it be what it is. So when we know authentically how we're feeling, then we can more gently and with more awareness and easily meet our own needs. So just pay attention to that today. So today will be a shorter practice. Should you grab anything, bolsters, blankets, pillow, blocks, anything at all that will help you to feel most comfortable and supported. And any time during this time, if you want to use them for underneath your knees, maybe your sits bones, your hips, you're welcome to do so. So we want you to be comfortable. So we'll start out with a little bit of movement, and then we'll go into a short guided meditation, and then into your savasana. So if you like, go ahead and maybe find some music that you'd like to listen to for about the next half hour or so. So you can go ahead and just pause the video here if you like, and kind of get yourself set up with the blankets, bolsters, anything to make you comfortable, and the music. And then just come back when you're ready to join. So as you're ready to start your practice, just take a few moments here. Just once again, kind of check in. Notice how your mind feels, your breath feels. Just kind of check in with yourself today. See how you feel. Maybe your mind's just kind of fluttering, or maybe your mind feels really calm today. However it is, just practicing kind of some self-awareness and self-kindness today in that moment. So just taking a few moments here, maybe take a yawn. Start signaling to your body, your brain, your mind that you're ready to kind of slow down for right now. There may be a lot going on in your life, in your house right now, and that's okay. It's a reality of life. That's why I call this Realistic Life and Yoga. It's just a reality. Sometimes we feel really good, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have the perfect moments in our house of quiet, and sometimes maybe the cat, the dog, the kids, the husband, wife, or whatever is running around, and it just is what it is. So we'll get started here. So let's just take a few moments here. Just gently bring your chin down towards your chest. Kind of move a little bit through your shoulders, allowing your shoulders to soften. Maybe another yawn will come. If it does come, just fully embrace it. And then let's just start by taking an inhale. We'll bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale as you allow your shoulders to float down. We'll do that 2 more times as we inhale up. Exhale down. One more time, inhaling up. Exhaling down. This time as we inhale, let's just clench everything from head to toe. Clench it, draw it all in. And as you exhale, just let it all release. Just bring your fingertips down to the ground on either side of you. As you inhale, just gently, slowly start to bring that right hand up overhead. Just nice, gentle, relaxed stretch here. Exhale as you release the fingertips down to the ground. And gently take that to the other side. Inhaling, left hand up overhead. Exhaling, gently releasing your fingertips to the ground. You're bringing both fingertips out in front of you and just gently walk your fingertips out in front of you. So just a nice stretch here through our spine. And bring to gently breathe. And walking your fingertips back. Let's bring our fingertips back behind us. We'll roll our shoulder blades gently toward each other. Open up through our heart center. Chest opening. Chin can either be down toward your chest, out in front of you, or up toward the ceiling, whichever feels most comfortable for you today. And gently release that as you exhale. Let's bring both your hands over to the right. Take a gaze over your right shoulder. As you exhale, come back to the center. Take it over to your left side. Exhale as you come back to the center. Inhale, both hands up overhead. Bring your palms together. Exhale your hands through to your heart center. And in your mind, silently repeating after me. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself just as I am. May I be so full of love for myself. That it naturally overflows to the world. May I be at peace in this moment. In this moment. In this moment. You can gently start to bring your hands down toward your thighs. And we're going to come into our table. So just gently, slowly start to make some movements as you come into your table today. So if this doesn't feel comfortable for you today, maybe your shoulders hurt, you can come down to your elbows if you'd like. You can even just press back into child's pose if you'd like. So here we usually suggest that your hands are in alignment with your shoulders, your knees in alignment with your hips. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, go ahead and make any modifications that you'd like to make. So let's just bring our hips out toward the right. So we're going to start to stretch a little bit more before we go into our meditation today. Bring your hips back to the center and we'll take them over to the left. Bring your hips back toward the center. Let's bring your right foot back behind you and keep your toes on the ground. We're just looking for a stretch here. Gently bringing that knee back in. And we'll take the left foot out behind you. Gently bringing that foot back in. And one more time, let's take our right toes back behind us on the ground. And we're going to bring them over to the left to get a little bit more of a hip stretch here. Bring the back toes back toward the center. Bring your knee back. Let's take that over to the other side. Once again, taking your toes out toward the right. And gently bring your toes back toward the center. Bring your knee back in. As you inhale, let's bring the left hand up overhead. You can gaze up toward your fingertips if you'd like. Exhale as you bring that hand back down. Inhale to the right. Exhale, bringing the hand down. Once again, finding your personal alignment here. Let's go through a couple of cat-cows here to stretch our spine. As we exhale, our gaze will go down toward our belly button, spine toward the ceiling. The way I'm suggesting the breath isn't comfortable for you, go ahead and find your own breath. Inhale, your gaze toward the ceiling. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhaling. And exhale. So we're just going to look for a little bit of a stretch here through your spine. So you can either press back, come into child's pose, or if you want to make this a little bit more active, you can tuck your toes and we'll start to come to downward facing dog. If you want to come into child's posture today, just allow yourself that gift, and then as we come to standing, you can just gently make your way towards standing in the way that's comfortable for you. So if you'd like to follow me, we'll start in downward facing dog. We'll tuck your toes, knees start to gently come off the ground as you press down through your fingertips, heels reaching down toward the ground. They may not reach there, and that's fine. But just pedal out through your knees here a little bit, stretch out a little more. So just kind of make this an easy kind of stretch here. So today is about ease, comfort, meeting your own needs. Maybe you do want to make this a little bit more active. If you do, go for it. Nice stretch here. We're going to start to make our way towards standing. So you can bring your feet in between your hands and very slowly start to make your way towards standing. Let's take a few moments here, make some adjustments. Start to notice the ground beneath your feet. As you're starting to notice the ground beneath your feet. Just make some movements here. So move a little bit. Let your shoulders start to relax and just move some of that energy through. So we're going to move some energy through, just nice, slowly, gently, but so that when we go to relax, maybe it's a little bit easier for us to relax. Try to make this as easy and kind on ourselves as we possibly can. So, we're going to find your alignment. For some people, that's your toes together. For others, it's your feet about hip-width apart. So just find where it feels like you have found what feels good to your body. And start to maybe let your sits bones relax a little bit. And as we inhale, let's bring our shoulders up toward our ears. Exhale as we bring them down. So we're going to go through 3 modified sun salutations. So you're welcome to join me. Bring your palms to your heart center. So we take a moment just to check in with ourselves now that we're kind of just standing. As you start to inhale, we'll bring your hands up overhead, stretching up. If you want to arc back a little bit of the spine, stretch if this doesn't feel comfortable. Just let this part go. As you exhale, folding forward, coming into forward fold. Inhale as you come to a flat back, gaze is out in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you start to make your way towards standing. If you feel dizzy at all, bring your chin down towards your chest, take a breath. As you inhale, your hands up overhead. Exhaling your hands through to heart center. Inhaling your hands up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, coming to a flat back. This time as you forward fold, just let your knees soften a little bit here. Just let yourself ragdoll back and forth. The yawn comes to you. Just embrace it in this moment. Be kind to yourself, meeting your needs. As you start to take your next inhale, bring your gaze out in front of you. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you come towards standing. Inhaling overhead. Exhaling through to heart center. This time as we inhale, we're going to bring our hands up and we're going to pivot over toward the right. Exhale our hands down toward the right. Walk your hands out in front of you. I'm going to step just a little bit wider apart. It's allowing yourself to gently open up a little bit through your legs here. If you'd like, you can always grab a block as an extension of your hands. Inhale as you slowly start to make your way towards standing. Bring your feet back to your alignment. Hands to your heart. Inhaling up. This time pivoting over toward the left. Exhaling down toward the left. Inhaling your hands back to center. This time we'll remain with our feet here. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you come towards standing. Hands overhead. Exhaling through to heart center. Just going to bring our hands down beside us. Inhale over our hand over toward the left. Exhaling, bringing that hand down. Inhaling the left hand over toward the right. Inhaling, bringing that hand down. Let's bring our hands through to heart center. I'm just going to bring our shoulders over toward the right. Back to the center, and we'll take that to the left. To the center. Inhale as you bring your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhaling through to heart center. So we're very slowly going to start to make our way down toward the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, hands through to heart center. Coming to forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. This time we're going to do a modified plank, and we'll bring our hands down. We'll come into our table. And as you exhale, we'll bring our gaze down toward our belly button, coming into our cat-cow. Inhaling our gaze toward the ceiling. Exhale, come to your neutral spine. Press back into child's posture. Hands either out in front of you, or they can be down beside you, or maybe you want to rest your forehead on your hands, whatever is most comfortable for you today. As you inhale, we'll start to bring our gaze out in front of us, and very gently press back into seated posture that's comfortable for you today. Again, utilizing anything that you have that can help you to be most comfortable in this moment. Inhale, our hands up overhead. Take just a big stretch up. Fingertips up toward the ceiling. Wiggle through your fingertips, wiggle through your toes a little bit. Letting that energy move through. And just bring your hands down towards your lap. Let's gently bring both hands over to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Come back toward the center, and we'll take that over to the left. Let's bring that back to the center. Let's just bring our feet out in front of us. So just let your knees kind of be a little bit soft here. And just nice slow movement. So just nice gentle movement. Taking your fingertips down toward your toes. Just looking for a little bit more of a stretch here before we get ready to settle in for our meditation. Take a couple of breaths here. And gently walk your fingertips back. Bring our hands back behind us. Roll your shoulder blades in together. Gaze either down towards your belly button, out in front of you, or up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, releasing that, your gaze back to neutral, coming back to a seated posture that's comfortable for you. As you exhale, gently bring your chin down toward your chest. As you inhale, your gaze toward the ceiling. Exhaling your chin toward your chest. Inhaling your gaze toward the ceiling. Exhaling your chin toward your chest. You gently roll your right ear over toward your right shoulder. Toward the center and to the left. back to the center, and we'll continue that there for 2 more rounds. Or if you'd like to go into a little bit more movement, you can go into some gentle neck rolls. So 2 times on each side. Noticing your breath, gentle with your neck. When you've done that 2 times on each side, you can just bring your chin back to resting on your chest and enjoy a few breaths. Next inhale, gently bring your gaze toward neutral. Gently bring your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Inhaling up and exhaling to the left. Inhaling up, gently taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Coming back to the center, and we'll take that over to the left. And coming back to the center. So we're going to start to make our way toward our back. So just nice slow movements as you start to transition to your back. We'll do a couple of more stretches before we settle in for your guided meditation. So just nice slow movements here as you start to settle into your back. Lead your way down, back. Just take a nice long stretch here, stretching out from your fingertips down to your toes. And then drawing your knees into your chest. You can roll back and forth here on your spine if that's comfortable for you today. Bring both feet up toward the ceiling, your fingertips up towards your toes, stretching up. Exhaling your knees back towards your chest. Bring both feet down to the ground. Bringing the right ankle over the left knee. So allowing yourself here to relax. If you'd like to remain here, you're more than welcome to today. If you'd like to make these movements a little bit bigger and start to draw your left knee in toward your chest. You can always interlock your hands behind the back of your left leg, utilizing your right elbow to help in opening up that hip a little bit more. The left knee can be bent or the left foot up toward the ceiling. So just kind of experiment today, see which feels best to you today. Continuing to breathe. As you exhale, release your fingers and bring both feet down to the ground. Bring the left ankle over the right knee. And again, if this is where you'd like to remain today, it's perfect. Otherwise, if you want to make this movement a little bit bigger, drawing the right knee in. Same options here. Right knee can be bent with the right foot up toward the ceiling. Continuing to breathe here. As you take your next breath, gently release both feet down to the ground. So we're going to bring your feet in, about hip width apart here, in toward your sits bones. So grounding down here through your feet. We're going to draw your knees in just a little bit to protect your knees here a little bit. So we're going to come into bridge. If you'd like to remain here today, you can. If you'd like to make this a little bit more of a relaxed posture, just place a block or a bolster or a pillow underneath you, just allowing yourself to relax here. If you want this to be a little bit more active, as you ground down through your feet, inhale your hips toward the ceiling, your chin will come down toward your chest, protect your neck here. You can interlock your hands underneath you if you'd like. A little bit more of a shoulder stretch coming onto your shoulders, a little bit more as you stretch. Chin toward your chest as you continue to breathe. Exhaling as you bring your hips down toward the ground and draw your knees toward your chest. Gently bring your feet to the ground, letting your knees gently fall toward the right, your gaze toward the left. Inhaling your knees toward standing. Exhaling your knees toward the left, your gaze toward the right. Inhaling your knees toward standing and drawing your knees toward your chest. You can roll back and forth here on your spine if you'd like. So we're going to get ready to get started to settle in for your guided meditation followed by your shavasana. I'm going to come to seated, but you just start to make yourself as comfortable as possible for this time. And when you feel like you're as comfortable as possible, maybe see if there's one more thing that you can do for yourself. Anytime during this time you'd like to make any movements, you're welcome to do so. We want you to be comfortable during this time. Instead of fighting your body, just allow yourself to give yourself that gift of kindness and settle into as much comfortable posture as you can during this time. And when you've settled in, just take a moment here. If you're cold, maybe grab a blanket to cover yourself with. Anything that you can do just to make yourself as comfortable as possible in this moment. I want to make some movements before we get started here. Just allowing yourself to do so. Your palms, your hands, where they are comfortable for you today. Your eyes can be opened or closed. So you gently allow the weight of your body to settle into the floor. The floor will support you and hold you during this time. You can feel safe in allowing your muscles to gently start to relax. The back of your body gently releasing. Feeling the safety of the floor beneath you as it supports you in this moment. Your thoughts are going to arise, and that's okay. If you'd like in this moment, practice seeing your thoughts gently starting to flow, releasing down to the ground like the leaves falling gently from the tree. Just nice, gentle leaves falling from the trees. Notice any sounds that you may hear in the room, outside of the room. Noticing the temperature of your body. Do you feel hot? Do you feel cold? Do you feel just right? Noticing your breath as it moves through your body, in and out of your body. Just noticing. There's no need to change it. Just letting it be in this moment. If it brings you comfort, listening to the sound of your breath as it moves, gently like the wind. I invite you to gently move your awareness to your toes, pull through your toes a little bit. And then as you gently bring your movement to a close, just noticing your feet, the soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, your ankles, your toes, your feet, your ankles. Begin to soften, relax. This gentle relaxation spreads from the feet, the soles, the heels, the ankles, to the fronts and backs of your lower legs, your shins and calves. Slowly, gently making your way towards your knees. As your knees relax. The fronts of your upper legs. The backs of your upper legs. The whole of both legs from toes to hips. Relax as the floor gently supports you. Gently move your awareness to the tips of your fingers as you gently move your fingers. Notice the sensation of your fingers. Just gently let the movements start to settle. Gently bring your awareness to the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, your wrists. Start to soften, relax. Gently bring that relaxation to your forearms as they start to soften. Your upper arms relaxed. The whole of both arms gently relaxing and resting on the floor. The entirety of both of your arms are relaxed. Gently move your awareness to your hips. As you notice the entirety of your legs are nice and relaxed. You bring that awareness of relaxation to your hips. The hips releasing, relaxing. Spine and lower back soften. Your mid-back relaxing. Your upper back between your shoulder blades. Gently let go and release, relax. The whole length of the spine softening, relaxing. With each breath, the lower belly softens, relaxes a little bit more. Gently moving to your chest. You feel the muscles in your chest begin to relax. Moving to your shoulders, letting the weight of the world go in this moment as your shoulders relax, as the ground supports you. Throat softening, the tongue relaxing, releasing. Now the jaw, ears, and temples relaxing. Your lips and cheeks softening. Feel the eyelids start to relax. And the muscles around the eyes resting softly. Noticing the space between your eyebrows begin to soften. And gently move to the forehead, the crown of the head. The full weight of the head resting gently on the ground beneath you as it supports you. Imagining the whole body resting into the support and softness of the floor beneath you. Completely relaxed. For the next few moments, be in this place of complete relaxation, fully present and aware of how you feel. And then start to move into our shavasana. So you let the awareness of how you feel gently go. Allowing yourself to fully relax in the next few moments. like to remain in Shavasana a little longer. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. If you're ready to switch to the mat of your Shavasana, gently, slowly, you may follow my voice. Otherwise, just let my voice go. Gently start to bring your awareness back to your body as you start to make some small movements through your fingers and your toes. Bring awareness to your breath as your breath starts to deepen. The movement's becoming a little bit bigger as you stretch overhead. Breath becoming a little deeper, maybe as you take a yawn, stretch. Gently drawing your knees into your chest. If it's comfortable for you, you can roll back and forth on your spine. Taking a moment of gratitude to yourself, to your practice today. Gently making your way to the side that's most comfortable for you in this moment. Maybe to the right, if you'd like a little bit more energy to go about the rest of your day. Or to the left, if you'd like to maybe relax the rest of the day or the evening. Gently remaining there for just a moment more. At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with great gratitude to those who have lighted the flames within us. By Albert Schweitzer. Taking a moment here as you take one more breath completely for yourself today. Gently floating your way to seated as you bring your hands through to your heart center. I'm grateful to each and every one of you for being here with me today. I'm grateful for your love and for your kindness. May you be kind to yourself. May you accept yourself just as you are. And may you be so full of love for yourself that it naturally overflows to the world. I bow to each of you, and I say to each of you, Namaste. Thank you for being here with me. Be kind to yourself, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.